In a world where climate champions are often unsung heroes, Prince Harry's inclusion in Time magazine's 100 Climate 2024 list shines as a testament to his commitment to sustainability, and let's not forget the steadfast support of his wife, Meghan Markle, who always stands by his side. Together, they've managed to blend royal gravitas with Hollywood flair, championing causes that matter while keeping the spotlight firmly fixed on global issues. Harry's work with initiatives like Travalyst demonstrates that he's not just preaching eco-consciousness but striving to make it accessible and impactful. With Meghan as his partner in advocacy and in life, the Duke of Sussex proves that true climate action might just need a touch of royal perseverance and California call. Prince Harry's inclusion in Time magazine's 100 Climate 2024 list has sparked a lively debate, with journalist Kevin O'Sullivan and royal commentator Kinsey Schofield leading a pointed discussion on the matter. The list, which celebrates global figures making an impact in addressing climate change, has added the Duke of Sussex for his environmental advocacy work, a move that has drawn mixed reactions. Kevin O'Sullivan, known for his sharp critiques, questioned whether Prince Harry's contributions to climate change warranted such a prestigious honor. Speaking on the subject, O'Sullivan remarked, "It's hard to see how someone who frequently hops on private jets can be celebrated as a climate hero. Actions speak louder than words, and the optics of Harry's jet-setting lifestyle hardly align with the principles of sustainability he preaches." O'Sullivan went on to argue that the selection seemed more about celebrity influence than actual environmental impact. Kinsey Schofield, a royal commentator with an eye on the Sussex's public narrative, offered a more nuanced perspective. Prince Harry has been vocal about climate change, using his platform to raise awareness on a global scale, she noted. Schofield cited initiatives like Harry's work with Travalyst, a travel sustainability project aiming to promote eco-conscious tourism. While criticisms of his personal lifestyle are valid, it's undeniable that he's at least trying to use his fame for good, Schofield added. The discussion also touched on the broader implications of Harry's inclusion in the list. O'Sullivan suggested that such recognitions risk undermining the credibility of climate activism when those with perceived inconsistencies are celebrated. It sends a message that rhetoric outweighs reality, he argued. There are countless unsung heroes in the environmental movement doing critical work without the privilege of a royal title or global fame. Schofield countered, emphasizing the role of high-profile figures in bringing attention to pressing issues. Yes, grassroots activists deserve more recognition, but someone like Prince Harry has the power to reach millions. If his inclusion inspires even a fraction of his audience to think more critically about their environmental footprint, isn't that a win for the movement? She posed. Critics like O'Sullivan remain skeptical, pointing to moments where Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle faced backlash for perceived hypocrisy, such as attending events on private jets while advocating for carbon neutrality. Supporters, however, argue that perfection shouldn't be the standard for leadership in the climate crisis. As Schofield noted, no one's environmental record is spotless, and it's important to focus on the impact rather than perfection. The debate exemplifies the divisive nature of climate leadership in the celebrity age. While Harry's inclusion on the Time list undoubtedly amplifies the conversation around climate change, it also highlights the complexities of balancing personal lifestyle with public advocacy. For some, it's an example of leveraging influence for good. For others, it's a reminder that actions must match words in the fight against climate change. As the conversation unfolds, it raises questions about the criteria for recognizing climate champions. Are they individuals who live by example, or those who use their platform to inspire change, even if imperfectly? Whatever the case, Prince Harry's place on the list has certainly succeeded in igniting a spirited debate about the role of the privileged in tackling one of the planet's most urgent challenges. The challenges faced by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's ventures have become a recurring topic in media discussions, with their latest endeavor, the American Riviera Orchard, sparking both intrigue and skepticism. The couple's move to the US was intended to signify a fresh start, but the journey has been far from smooth, with public perception in their adopted country playing a pivotal role in shaping the narrative. The American Riviera Orchard, reportedly a large-scale project focusing on sustainable farming and local produce, is one of the Sussex's recent ventures aimed at aligning with their publicly declared values of environmentalism and community impact. However, the project has been met with its share of challenges, both practical and reputational. Critics have raised eyebrows at the scale of the initiative, questioning whether it is a genuine commitment to environmental sustainability or another chapter in the couple's high-profile public relations strategy. Journalist Kevin O'Sullivan did not hold back his doubts about the couple's ability to execute such an ambitious project. The American Riviera Orchard sounds wonderful in theory, O'Sullivan said during a recent discussion. But let's not forget, the Sussexes have a history of grand announcements that don't always deliver. This is the same duo who launched Spotify and Netflix deals with much fanfare, only to face criticism for underwhelming results. What makes this any different? On the other hand, royal commentator Kinsey Schofield offered a more optimistic perspective, highlighting the couple's enduring appeal in the US. Americans love a good redemption story, she argued. Harry and Meghan's ability to reinvent themselves post-royal life has resonated with a large audience here. The American Riviera Orchard aligns perfectly with the eco-conscious ethos that's highly valued in California, and it could work in their favor if executed properly. Public image has undoubtedly been a cornerstone of the Sussexes' strategy in the US. Despite polarizing opinions in the UK, their reputation across the Atlantic remains relatively strong. Meghan, in particular, has cultivated a polished image as a philanthropist and advocate, leveraging her Hollywood ties to maintain a prominent presence. However, even their American audience has shown signs of fatigue, with some questioning the authenticity of their projects. The conversation also touched on the inherent challenges of balancing ambition with perception. For O'Sullivan, the couple's ventures often come across as disjointed. Are they media moguls, climate activists, or now agricultural innovators? It's hard to pin down their focus, and that inconsistency can dilute their brand, he pointed out. If they're serious about this orchard, they need to show tangible results, not just glossy promotional material. Schofield countered that such criticism often ignores the couple's broader impact. It's easy to sit back and nitpick, but let's not underestimate the influence they wield. The American Riviera Orchard could inspire similar initiatives nationwide, especially if they partner with local farmers and environmental organizations, she said. While skepticism is natural, it's also important to acknowledge the potential for positive change. The American Riviera Orchard represents a test not only of the Sussexes' ability to deliver on their promises but also of their resilience in navigating public scrutiny. Success could cement their place as credible advocates for sustainability, while failure risks reinforcing narratives of overreach and mismanagement. Ultimately, the project's fate may hinge on whether the couple can bridge the gap between vision and execution. As the orchard begins to take shape, it remains to be seen whether Harry and Meghan can overcome these challenges and silence their critics. For now, the great public image in the US provides a buffer, but in an era of increasing accountability, even the most popular figures must prove their worth through action, not just words. As the world grapples with the growing urgency of climate change, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stand out as a duo determined to make a difference, blending royal influence with a modern drive for impactful advocacy. Their efforts, from promoting sustainable travel to championing eco-conscious initiatives like the American Riviera Orchard, reflect a genuine commitment to creating a greener future. While critics may nitpick their every move, the dedication to raising awareness and inspiring action cannot be denied. Together, Harry and Meghan remind us that tackling climate change requires not just bold ideas but also the courage to turn them into reality, one initiative at a time.